I'm Renee Knorr, model, creative director, founder of Global Women Wealth Warriors, Wellness Hub, and GW3 Magazine. I dedicated my life and devoted my career into helping women and girls to achieving their goals. I've been passionate about empowering women and enriching men. This opportunity in working with the Global Women Wealth Warriors have afforded me the pleasure of traveling outside of the country to be a support unit, most importantly, to help impact and change lives. Our ultimate purpose is to help others to become whole from finance, spiritual, mental, as well as physical. We know there are challenges and obstacles to get you to the next level. However, it's time for you to level up, boss up, and welcome to Power to Soar. Wife that truly love. Good morning, rich rising, beautiful ones. Not only am I grateful that we are here, we are still in the clubhouse with Mrs. Antonia. Not only she's celebrating 3 years, guys, 3 years of her love with her husband. Warriors, if you're in the clubhouse, we're live on YouTube. You know what we do, warriors. Let's make some noise for Mrs. Antonia. Come on now. Woo, 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 woo. Absolutely. Let's go, Lord. Let's go. Not only is it our rich rising for our winning Wednesday, it is 21 legacy talks. You know, we got 21 conversations and just one legacy. I am grateful to be not only Ambassador Dr. Renee Knorr. I am so thankful that we are here day 14. Come on now. Day 14 out of 21 days. And I am proud of each and every last one of you guys. You know, we are live on YouTube. We're live right there also on Facebook. So please plug in your hearts for today because it's getting ready to go down. And so this morning, I'll share with you guys a little bit. This morning, instead of my hot water or my hot tea, I changed it up this morning with a little bit of my copper cup. And inside of my copper cup, I usually put my water in there. So I have not only my coconut water in my copper cup. You all know for the past 3 days, I've been on a water fast. So I've been on the water fast from Sunday, Monday, and even Tuesday. And this morning, I could not wait to eat, guys. It's so funny because I've been working out regularly and just running. And so this morning, I already had me some salmon. That's right, guys. Already so far. So guys, let's go ahead on and get into it. Not only is it Winning Wednesday, we understand one of the importance of why we come in today. I want you guys to go ahead on and grab something that you're going to be sipping on and make sure you get your pen because you know we're going to be taking some things down as well. Beautiful ones, our legacy builders. You know, I'm not asking you how much money you make. Today, I'm asking something more bigger. Are you building income or are you building wealth? That's the question for today. Are you building income or are you building wealth? Because many of you guys think they're the same, but they're not. You know, I'm grateful that in the journey of not only, traveling the world, also coming from the whole financial literacy space, I've learned so much over the years. But I'll say this, guys, this right now can change. Not only we understand when you think about money, money can change your situation from day to day. Yeah, money can change your situation from month to month. But I'll say this, guys, we're looking forward to changing family generations to come. And so that's the difference between the money, income, as well as legacy. So we're going to get into it because many of you guys didn't even know that most families depend primarily on a paycheck to meet their monthly expenses. Let's think about that. This means from paycheck to paycheck, sometimes people are waiting for another paycheck to come in. Unfortunately, when those paychecks stop, guess what happens to the household? Sometimes the energy stops. Immediately feel a strain with financial pressure. Am I speaking to someone? So I want to ask you this question, beautiful ones. If your paycheck disappears today, what would you be able to continue to do? Would you be able to continue paying your bills for tomorrow if your paycheck disappears? Chances are the answer is no. And so that's the difference between income and wealth. Today is Winning Wednesday. Statistics speak something that's so profound. Research not only shows that a family wealth is built through assets. And let's talk about some of those assets. Some of those assets will consist of not only their accounts, whether it's a trust, some of the assets are real estate. We don't even think about this, but life insurance also is considered as an asset. Investments as an asset. I'm just thinking that maybe we didn't really understand how to prepare ourselves in this whole financial game. And so not only is it important for us to really get ourselves wrapped around it, I want us to understand the importance of why we are here today. Winning Wednesday, it puts you in the mindset that not only you have to win, but we want to make sure that you're winning whole through your finances, through your health, alongside with also mentally and spiritually. Annual income, that's just not enough anymore. And when we think about this, guys, a paycheck, a paycheck. Sometimes we know people are waiting to receive paychecks. And if they don't get paychecks, then they feel like they can't breathe, right? They feel like they cannot breathe. Let me do a little sip because, man, I've seen it happen so many times, guys. So we want to focus on a little bit more of that ownership. Somebody put it in the chat. I'm owning my own ship. Ownership. It's transformational. Not only is ownership transformational, guys, we have to remember that in this journey, we might not have been able to have as much information, from our parents. But now that we're in this new season, guys, we have to embrace all of the options that's in front of us. You know, research analysis found that when home equity, that's right. When home equity is removed from the equation, the medium household starts hurting. It starts dropping, guys, dramatically. Think about this. When home equity is removed from your home, you can go from anywhere from 170,000 to anywhere below 500, I would say between 170,000 and 580,000 when you remove that home equity. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about investing? How many of you guys are currently investing right now? Put 10, 10, 10s in the chat. I want to know who I'm speaking to. Who's currently investing? 401k plans. How many of you guys are investing in stock? Who's investing in real estate? Who's investing in cryptocurrency? We are looking for you right now. Where are my investors? Where are my investors? It's important for us to understand about assets. Assets are so important. Assets can completely change a family's financial picture. We talked about this the other day. Back in the day, we used to sit down at the table and have conversations. We used to sit down at the table to really get to know what's going on in each other's lives. One of our mentors every year, his family still gets around that table at the end of the year and discuss their finances. They discuss their assets. They discuss how they're spending their spending habits, their expenses versus how they're really putting things in order so therefore they can keep on growing their assets. How many of you guys are doing that? How many of you all are taking the time to really lean into your family, to just picture yourself in regard to how you're building more assets for for your family? If you're doing that right now, put an 888 in the chat. And it's okay if you're not. That's why we're talking about it today. You know, we want to not only put ourselves in a space, guys, that we don't find ourselves constantly being left out. We know currently right now, there are so much that's at a disadvantage. And so we want to make sure that we're doing just the opposite. We are educating ourselves so we're not at a disadvantage, but we're more informed and well educated. We know it is one of those things that have been a disparity, I would say, especially with some communities. But see, this conversation here is real simple. How much do you earn is one of the things that we look at. But I really want you to start wrapping yourselves around, what are you building, especially when it comes down to building wealth. Because we know from paycheck to paycheck, are we waiting for money to come in? That's just income coming in, guys. And that's just money we're earning. We need to start positioning ourselves in regard to how we're building assets. How are you building assets? That's a serious question right now. And I'll say this, guys, no matter where we look from day to day, look to your right, you can look to your left. I want you to start looking at how much can you start owning? What can you do to change the narrative to how you're creating wealth for your own situation? I want you guys to write this down. Everybody, pull out them beautiful fancy pens. Come on now. Pull them fancy pens out. I want you to write this down. Income pays today's bills. Income pays today's bills. Wealth create tomorrow's opportunities. Wealth creates tomorrow's opportunities. A paycheck feeds your lifestyle, but ownership will feed your legacy. It's important for us guys to remind ourselves every day. When you wake up, what are you doing? Are you just waking up to chase after money? I want you to stop that right now. We don't chase after money at all. Let's get our priorities right. What is it that you're doing? How are you making impact? How are you becoming, not only building systems that can help you generate the wealth that you and your family are going to need from generations to come? Because we know if we constantly keep on working for a paycheck, we're going to wind up running out of time for our own legacy. Have you ever thought about that? I don't want you to just ask, what can I earn? I want you to start asking yourself, what can I own? What can I own? And in today's economy, in today's society, guys, it's about the skills. What skills you have right now? How are you developing your skills every day? We have to understand, we have to keep on putting ourselves in a space where we're learning something every single day. It's a non-negotiable. Not only you have to learn, your entire family now have to learn. There was one point when we had husband and wives back in the day where the husbands were the ones that was the breadwinners, right? And all mom had to do was make sure that they took care of the home. They took care of the children. Well, we know those days are long gone right now. Sometimes in households, we have two breadwinners. And it's not so much that the female or the mother have to go out and work like how dad does. However, sometimes there's another way that you can do things and generate that legacy. Sometimes I think, not even sometimes, this is something I want you to write down. Creating a nonprofit organization. Creating your nonprofit organization, as a matter of fact. Many of us have so many hobbies, we don't even realize some of our hobbies need to be shifted right into a nonprofit organization. Start creating more streams of income, but those streams of income need to connect to your legacy. If you only have one checking account, one business account, and one personal account, I want you to start thinking about how can you expand and grow your network. That's just, this is so important, guys. Very important. You know, your skills have to keep on building. Currently, right now, I want you to write down how many skills you have. How many skills do you have that no matter where you may be in the world, you can pick up and keep moving? You don't have to wait for an opportunity or a paycheck to come your way. If you remember Rich Dad, Poor Dad, our very own Robert Kiyosaki, he always speaks about what he spoke about, getting on the right side of that cash flow quadrant. Many of us have to open up our eyes to see what that cash flow quadrant is all about. We know 95% of the economy and 95% of the population are constantly waiting for a paycheck. A paycheck. We know between the 1 to the 5%, they have not only been able to focus on entrepreneurship, but they've been also able to focus on their freedom. On that left side of that cash flow quadrant, 95% are working for someone else and they're making less of the income. They're earning less money. However, they're putting in more hours. On their right side of that cash flow quadrant, not only do they have more time freedom, but they have more mind freedom. Somebody put that in the chat. I need to have my mind free. So today, not only do I want you to spread those wings, I need you to start building up your skills. I really want you to not only develop yourself in this season, this is so important. You have to make sure you are investing. And even think about this, guys. What can I invest in that I can make and that I can help build my legacy for tomorrow? Start writing those questions down. What business can I build to help build my own legacy? Many of you guys already have it inside of you. Remember, we all have something that God gave us that was so unique. Are you using it? Are you using your gifts? Are you taking those gifts and those talents to the next level? Or are you just doing enough just to get by? Are you? We're much smarter than we were since the beginning of 2026. Thank you, God. Oh, my goodness. And I'll say this as well, generational wealth doesn't begin with millions. I want you to understand that. It begins with intentional decisions. We've been on this 21-day rebuilding ourselves, and I can see those who are doing it. Oh my goodness, their energy is like straight up. I'll call them, they're already up right alongside with me. No sluggish talking here. We rise up, we get it done, and now we're on to the next. So many of us procrastinate. So many haven't even started because they're thinking about, I should start today instead of just getting it done. So this season that we're in, beautiful ones, our legacy builders. This is Winning Wednesday, and it isn't just about becoming or being rich. Guys, no, that's not what it's about at all. Winning, I want you to know this, winning is about becoming financially wise. That part, financially wise. That's what it's about. You got to build your income. Don't just stop there, though. You have to build your legacy by every means necessary. It's about assets. And I'll say this, digital assets is uber sexy. You heard it right here from the queen. That's right. You have to build your ownership. You have to build opportunities. You have to build a legacy that the world will be able to know your name long after you're gone. So not only I'm grateful we count our blessings every single day, we've been able to pray us up this morning in our praying it forward room. And I want to continue on helping you reach your goals. I want to help you stretch yourself. Come on, everybody, stretch. You got to stretch yourself, guys, because you have to remember the work that you're doing now. It's going to be how you're able to build towards your legacy in the future, long after you are gone. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for these times of being able to pour into you. I want you to get so uncomfortable so you can really get laser focused on how you're building your own legacy. Because if you don't change, nothing else will change. We got to change our generations. Remember, we're about the healthy, healing generations, not the curse generations. I don't even use that. It's the healing generations that we're focusing on. And since we're healing superstars, not only do I want to continue on seeing you keep showing up for yourself, showing up every day, I want you guys to roll those shoulders back today, even with more confidence. I want you to shake off all of the things that no longer belongs to you. Leave it parked on the bench so God can deal with it, all right? I want you to know not only are you the one, you're the chosen one, and we need you. Not only to power up, to rise up, but truly it's time for us to soar. So I look forward to seeing you not only just on the other side of your greatness, but I look forward to seeing you in that future version of yourself. Countdown, August 15th, we will be in Las Vegas. And oh my goodness, I feel so great. God is so good. So I look forward to seeing you guys on tomorrow. And remember, make sure you are building the legacy that will have assets and not liabilities. I am Ambassador Dr. Renee Knorr, and I look forward to seeing you on tomorrow. Bye for now. It's such a great honor to be able to raise funds for Living Beyond Breast Cancer Organization.
Yes, thank you, Renee, very much for helping us to organize this event. It's for a beautiful cause, and it's always our pleasure to help people.